I see all these possibilities happening.
Yeah.
But I see a finish happening, more than likely a finish. You know, like with these small gloves, like it's just, I don't see how it doesn't happen. You know, like I'm gonna hit something, something's gonna break, and he's gonna be like, wow, like this is not fun. I'm gonna start breaking his spirit.
Yeah.
Take it from there for sure. It depends how strong his spirit is. I'm not even sit down.
Right.
All things is bad.
Welcome back to Sun City SITREP. My name is Deshaun Johnson, but you could call me DJ. And today we have a returning guest. I told him he should come back, of course. He won his first fight. Love it for him. Yo, go ahead and introduce yourself, my boy.
Thanks for having me back. You know, Jack the Axe Nickell. You know,
Jack the Axe. I respect it. Yo,
that's how I want to fight. You know, like throwing my
axe?
punches like axes. You know,
I respect it. Like, yeah, actually, I saw a clip just right now from your coach, right?
Okay.
From your coach of you throwing this overhand right. Oh my God, I just remember talking to you or just listening to your last podcast about you, fighting and how you fight. You fight like a car crash. That looked like a car crash.
Yeah, I try to live up to the word for sure because I brought that up a lot. So I was like, I said it too much, so now I actually have to fight and make it a car crash.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I really didn't get to watch the last fight. But yo, can you talk to me about that last fight?
Oh yeah.
How did that go?
No, it went very well for me. You know, I got to finish in the second round, so I got a little bit of experience, and I got the finish, which is ultimately the goal for every single fight I have is to get the finish. And like I said, a little bit of adversity, I got to get some more experience, and then all that's gonna build up into the next fight. And so, but it went very well. First round, he came out. We already saw some footage on him. I knew some things would work. Do the overhand, he didn't like it. From there, he was shook and just broke my man down. That's what I plan on doing this time too. So.
Did you sense that he was getting scared? Because your coach was talking about that he was getting scared.
I think
essentially just broke him, and then
because a lot of people, they can punch people and look good with combos, but once they start getting hit, they don't like that. So you got to be able to be built different. You got to be like a rock. You got to be able to get hit, take damage, especially in MMA with small gloves. Like it's inevitable you're gonna get hit. So
honestly,
you can't be shook once that happens. So.
And we're gonna just kind of like deviate just a little bit, but. I remember like when I was in high school, like I was always afraid to fight until I really just got hit for the first time. I was like, I could definitely do this. But how does someone like you want to take it professionally? Like how do you get into fighting like that?
It's like anything else. Like you can be a master at anything you just put in the repetitions. Like with anything, you could be a doctor, whatever it is. And for me, I just chose to try to be very good at fighting, and I put all the reps in, all the days in, and there's no difference for like anybody, it's just the work they put in, like you look at someone who's a very skilled NASCAR driver or a very skilled food competition eating person or something. It's just because they put the reps in at that one specific task,
True.
And I truly believe if you put in the work and it's like real work, it's not fake work, you'll get the results from it. So that's what I think with anything you do.
I see. And then what's something that was like unexpected with that last fight? Because I know that you did prepare, but there's always something that's unexpected when it comes to these fights. Was there something that you didn't expect?
So in the first round, he got me with I was on top of him in his guard, and I was laying some ground and pound. He got me a little sneaky submission, which I didn't see coming, but I pushed through it, got out, and kept going. But that was the little adversary I went through in the fight, and I'm happy I went through it because you don't want a clean fight because then you don't learn nothing from it.
Yeah.
If I just go out there in the first round and smoke him or something, I don't learn nothing from it. It may look cool, but I don't learn nothing. And I'm trying to get as much experience as I can.
I respect it.
It went very well because I still got the finish, like I said. So.
Yeah. So were you essentially going for a knockout, or were you going for like a choke?
No, I was going for a knockout for sure.
Oh, okay.
Like whenever I fight, like, I'm gonna get whatever I can do to inflict the most damage into the opponent.
Yeah.
Which is if I'm on top of him on the ground or most likely on the feet, whatever it is. But for me, it's about damage over everything, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. I talked about it last time when I was talking to James on the podcast, how you're really dangerous with your kicks, and editing your videos, I saw those kicks and I was like, he's not a boxer. Cause
but you got to do whatever. You got to keep it simple. You know, especially in MMA, like you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of like weapons to get the job done. You know, the gloves are so small, the windows are small. If I land the right punch, that's all I need. So the kicks are nice, but they look flashy, and I got to use them at the right time.
Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, I didn't get to see your last fight, bro. Because the original one got canceled.
Yes.
How did you get it into your next fight, or the one that happened?
Yes, originally when I first came here, I was supposed to be fighting in October. That whole event got canceled, and so there was another event December 6th. I had the opponent, I had the set date and everything, and training went well, everything, you know. And then the week of the fight, I get the news on a Wednesday as I'm training in the gym that my opponent pulled out. And I'm already in the process of cutting weight. This is the first time I've ever cut weight and everything. And so, you know, it was not good news, you know. And also it was before Thanksgiving. It was right before Thanksgiving. It was just about to be Thanksgiving. And so they were like, oh, you know, you could like be ready, but most likely there won't be anyone else. Like, and so we still trained that day, still did our thing. And then I think it was a couple of days later they called and they asked, okay, like already Thanksgiving had passed. I already enjoyed my Thanksgiving, had my stuffing, my turkey, everything. I indulged because I was already cutting. And then they called me the week of the fight, like probably like 2 or 3 days before the fight. And like, hey, like, do you want to fight this guy at 45? He doesn't want to do a catch weight. He wants you to make 45, even though it's on 3-day notice or whatever. And I was like, all right, man, you're going to make me suffer, but you're going to have to pay for that suffering, though.
For sure.
I'll cut the weight. And so I cut like 20-something pounds in like 2 or 3 days. And yeah. That was fun. It was fun to see the transformation because I've never done it. But surprisingly not that bad.
It's hard enough just to put on 20 pounds, but to lose it?
Yeah, for sure.
That's nuts.
It's easy to put 20 pounds on, for sure. I could do that easy. So, but I did everything professionally, made the weight, showed up on time, and then fought a new opponent, a completely different style matchup. The first opponent was going to be a striker, so I was excited for that, just to strike with someone in 4-ounce gloves. But this next guy was a grappler, a coach in the Army for jiu-jitsu. And so I beat him in his own game, you know. Well, I peppered him up with the shots first, and then took him down and everything. But it went well for me, and like that was part of the adversity I went through. You know, the lead up to the fight, like it wasn't everything perfect. Like, oh, I had the perfect training camp, and all the circumstances were perfect for me to fight. You know, like if you really want to fight, you need to be ready always.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. Like I respect that about you. Just to take a fight like on short notice, and from having like a original game plan, just to change it up to
completely different style.
Completely different. Yeah, bro. Sure. I respect that about you, bro.
Thank you. And everyone I train with they're dogs, so like they're like, hey, you can do it. So they pushed me and gave me confidence in taking it. So because once I said yes, I was like, man, I don't know, like this guy's like, it's such a different style matchup. I've had little time to prepare for it. It may be too much, but I work with the right people, so I got confidence in that.
Most definitely, because most people would just probably keep you at boxing because that's the thing that you're good at. A lot of people, like, I'm not saying like I know everything when it comes to like MMA, but like I see UFC and you have your people that are just really good at striking, but when they get on the floor, done for them.
It's MMA, you got to be good at everything, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So love that about you because you have the whole kit.
Yes, sir.
Good shit, man. But what we got on the screen? Oh my goodness.
Can we get like volume on it or no? No.
On the headphones?
Okay.
Unfortunate.
The sound I have my own sound effects with my punches.
I'm gonna definitely add some sound effects in here. So like when you're you know getting ready to fight, you're standing in the cage. Do you have like a set, like do you have like a mindset like first thing I'm gonna do, throw overhand right, or first thing I'm gonna do, or is it just like, my bad, is it just like are you just flowing, or are you just going with the flow?
Well, probably in the beginning there's definitely a game plan, but everything changes once a takedown happens or you get hit. Everything, you know, you try to stick to that game plan as much as you can. And so that's definitely whenever you want to get into a flow state too, you know. You want to have the best of both worlds, you know. You don't want to be robotic and following a game plan to a T, because then you want to be in a flow, you know. You want to be in a flow, you don't want to be thinking, you just want the muscle memory to come out and all the techniques to come out in the fight. And that's why you do it so many times, just repetitions of the same thing. So finally, when you get in there, it's like you're not even gonna have to think about it. It's just muscle memory.
Right. That's the one I
He had
saw.
he had a good
That's the
chin.
one.
He had a good chin. I'll give him that. Like, he actually had a good chin. Like, for his frame, he's skinny. He has a skinny neck.
Yeah.
But he actually took a shot pretty well.
Almost took his neck off too.
Okay, yeah. That's
That's
for
the
the
fight card.
upcoming fight. Yeah.
So is that the original person you're supposed to fight in the top left?
Yes, that was the original person in October.
I can't wait to see you knock him out.
Full circle.
That's
yeah.
gonna be fun.
Me too. I can't wait to watch it either. I can't wait to fight and then watch it because I know it's gonna be so entertaining. So.
I can imagine that. I never really thought about that. Just like having your fight and then watching it right after.
Yeah, that's like, because I just enjoy like violence, and I know the way I fight violence, so I just enjoy watching that. So.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's a good card. 9 fights on the card. They got me in the main event, so
Oh,
I told them to put me like in the 3rd fight so I can go home early, but they're like, nah, we'll put you in the main event, man.
So you don't want a main event yet?
No, I mean, I'll take it for sure. It's just, you know, I got a daughter. I'm a family man. I like to go home at a certain bedtime.
I respect it, man.
So. I wish I had the photo, but there's a photo at the end where he's like laying down unconscious, and there's like, he had like 50 people there for him, like a whole group of people, and there's one dude just standing up like flicking me off as I'm like just standing there flexing on him. Like, I wish I had like an HD photo of that, but
all right, so like honestly, the only thing that we really know about you is that you like to fight, car crash, stuff like that.
Yes.
What can you tell us about your personal, like what are you outside of, what do you like outside of the MMA world?
Yeah, you know, like I said, I'm a family man, and I'm actually starting a business right now. I'm opening a restaurant on Dyer Street. Yes, I'm opening up a Mexican restaurant, and so we're still working on it. It's coming soon, but once I have more information, I'll get that out. And so, you know, but I'm just like a normal person, you know, I'm doing nothing special. I just chose to fight. That's it. Just like anyone chooses anything. So
that's interesting. What made you want to do a Mexican restaurant?
You know, my wife is from. Last time I got heat from this, she's not from Juarez. She's from Durango. My bad. She lived in Juarez, but my wife's Mexican. Her whole family's Mexican, and I love the culture and the food and everything. And so, and we just thought it was a really good idea to open a restaurant because we like to make food, and everyone always says we make good food. So, it seems like something that we naturally want to do. Just like with fighting, for me, I actually like to make food. So
interesting. What's your favorite thing to make when it comes to Mexican food?
Mexican food, oof. I mean, probably just like some simple like carne asada tacos or something. Like nothing too fancy, but like, you know, put good like seasoning and good you know, good toppings and everything. So like I like caldo de res. Caldo de res. Sorry, I'm good Spanish. So.
No worries. Yeah, if you were sitting in my office, they would give you some shit for
I'm sure. But I
Most
like
definitely.
the food. I know the food and I like it.
Yeah.
And the culture for sure.
I respect it. And then if you weren't doing MMA, if you weren't fighting, what do you think you would be doing outside of all of this?
Probably like construction or some blue collar work, you know, like that's all I know. That's all my family knows, like blue collar work. So that's what I would do, probably something like that. But you know, I bring that mentality into fighting, you know, blue collar work, hard nose, like nothing's earned, everything's given or taken, you know. So you know, I'm a normal person. Like with fighting, I'm trying to just get everything I can out of it, you know, and use that to propel myself in life with other things. So that's my goal with fighting.
Okay. What do you think, not necessarily what do you think, but when you're in the middle of a fight, what's going on through your head? Like if someone could read your mind while you're fighting, what's going on through your head?
The gummy bear music. The gummy bear song. No, I'm just kidding. It's empty, you know, like honestly, after you, like whenever you're fighting, it's almost like you're in the moment. You're not like blacking out or something, but it's so fast actually. It's the adrenaline, all these things, you know. That's why you need to practice being in control of your mind as much as possible.
Yeah. And
that comes with the more fights you have, the more reps you have, the more in control you are, like in the moment you are.
Right.
So, but definitely like for me, I'm probably just empty. I'm probably just thinking like it's another day, another time, like just like I spar every weekend or whatever. Just take it like that. You know? Try not to overthink it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Interesting. Because I play volleyball. I know it's a random thing, but I play volleyball and like I get so like when I'm in a tournament and I'm like in the finals or something like that, the only thing is going through my head is just win. Like don't let the ball touch the floor, stuff like that. But as soon as my mind goes blank, that flow state, is just something else.
It's beautiful. That's the way you want. That's what every like athlete, or that's what we're all looking for, is that flow state. You know, you're not even thinking. So that's the best. And like with volleyball, you play a lot.
Yes.
Okay, and it comes with reps. You know, like that flow state comes with reps. You wouldn't be able to be in a flow state if you didn't know how to play and you're just thinking, like you're overthinking everything. You wouldn't be able to be in a flow state. So,
and you have like the complete understanding of it. Not even like a understanding, like just a general understanding of it. And like you just know what you want to do all the time. How easy is it for you to get into flow state when you're fighting?
You know, it's definitely, whenever you're trying to get in that flow state, it's something that's building, you know, like the week of the fight. Like you don't even want to be in that flow state the day of the fight. Like you're trying to get in that mentality, like you're trying to build into that. And so I'd say, like, for me, it probably, you know, I started transitioning in that mindset like the week of the fight, because you don't want to overthink it. You don't want to be too like obsessed about it, you know, because then you can make mistakes and things. So you want to be in that flow state, like we keep saying. So you're going to be chill, relax. So.
Oh, I have one more question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
So I have a bunch of questions in my phone.
Yeah, go for it.
But like, I know that I got the insight of like what's going on through your mind while you're fighting. What's happening like right before the fight starts?
Right before? Oh, for sure. So you're in the locker room and you're warming up, and also you're watching other people come in the locker room, and because they separate the corners blue and red, and so you watch people come in that just got beat up, they lost. Another guy comes in, he's excited, so it's like, okay, which side am I gonna be on?
Interesting.
You know? So, like that adds a little bit of a mental factor to it too, you know. So, but like I said, you're trying to be as chill as possible. You're trying to be just like, this is another day. Like, you don't want to overthink them, you know, like those moments where you're in the fight, because this is just an amateur fight. Like for me, I got bigger goals, so like, this should just be like nothing. It should be nothing for me. So, but just being as relaxed as possible, playing games, card games, foosball, whatever, you know. I'll bring the Nintendo Switch or something back there.
That's dope.
On Fortnite maybe, you know.
Good shit. And then I remember the last time I was talking to James, he said his ultimate goal was UFC. What's the ultimate goal for you?
I mean, listen, my ultimate goal is just to be as good as possible at this. So if that's what it leads to, that's what it leads to, you know. So I don't want to be too ambitious or anything, but I'm gonna give it everything I have, and hopefully the stars align. And like I said, the ultimate goal is to get money out of this and help that propel me in life, you know. If I make $1 million fighting, more power to me. So but you know, I gotta be realistic in fighting, you know. Nothing's guaranteed. It's a brutal sport, you know. So like I'm trying to get whatever I can out of it, you know, some followers, some, you know, money, everything. I can build a fan base and use that, you know, hopefully open a gym one day. That's really what I want to do, is like have a really good gym. Where I train high level fighters.
That'd be dope, man.
Everybody, kids, everyone, but like I really want to teach one day.
I respect it, man.
Because I feel good, like, you know, teaching kids or something, you know. So I don't want anyone to feel like a loser. So you know how to fight. It just, you don't have to be a fighter and go fight, but that should help you in life, you know, like, give you confidence. So.
No, most definitely, No, I get where you're coming from when you want to like teach other people. Because yesterday, like I said, I was hanging out with my friend. She has 4 kids, and then one of them's like super tall, and I was like, you would be great for volleyball. I'm gonna take you, and then I'm gonna teach you. You're gonna learn. You're gonna be the best.
Yeah, like
straight like that.
Yeah, if you have passion about a sport or anything, you know, that should help you in life.
Yeah.
If you're a master at one thing, you should be able to apply that same logic and master other things.
Honestly, yeah, and that's generally what it comes down to, is just if you're passionate about it. Because say if I go into, I don't know, being a librarian, I'm quitting on the first day. I don't care how easy it is. Like I don't have passion for books.
No.
So you just need passion.
Yeah, your why has to be very big. If your why is not big enough, you're gonna quit and you're gonna fold as soon as you hit any adversity.
Exactly.
So like you need to have a very big why, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we were talking earlier, and your coaches said that they were mic'd up at the fight.
Yes.
I need to hear this commentary.
Okay.
I just noticed the Warrior Allegiance on the back. I respect it.
Oh, for sure. Best sponsors in the world, Warrior Allegiance, for sure.
There you go. Frame off, Jack. Frame off. That's it. There you go, Jack. Get him off. Push him off. Push him off. Perfect. Let's use that jab.
I'm sure he wasn't happy as soon as he tried to take me down and couldn't do it.
Use your hands. You set up your kicks. You get ahead. Get off. Let's go, Jack. Jack, get up! Up,
Yeah, and that's, you know, in my corner I got my boxing coach, Coach David. I got Coach Ari, my MMA coach. I got James.
Jack, tight hips.
So I got a very good corner.
Oh yeah.
Tight hips, Jack.
I'm on
Tight
the edge of
hips.
this.
Elbows in, Jack. Elbows in, tight it. Just tight hips, Jack. Keep him. He's
Right here, a choke is getting in. That's why they get silent, because the choke is kind of getting in. And they go silent.
On the other guy?
Go. There you go. Watch that bang. Go. Hey, Jack, go. Watch that triangle. Watch that arm, Jack. Stick him. Stick him. You hit him. He don't turn it. Jack, there you go. You stick him. You stick him, Jack. Let's go. Jiu-jitsu's not fighting. Let's go, Jack. Fighting. You're a fighter. Let's go. Let's go, Jack. Heavy hips, Jack. Heavy hips.
I think it's about to come up here.
Follow those hips, Jack. Follow those hips. Follow those hips. Put his shoulders straight down on the mat, dude, and then hit him in the
Very
face.
simple. Very simple instructions.
Simple as that. You stay heavy on the hips, Jack. You stay heavy on the hips. He's gonna try and sweep. He can't. Your hips are too strong, Jack. Your hips are too strong. There
Look
you
at his
go.
handshake.
There you go. Keep it there, Jack. You're good. There you go.
This is so
There you
intense.
go.
And I'm just watching the commentary.
Since you're watching, you're
Watch out for that choke,
Right
Jack.
here. Right here.
Choke. Get your head out.
You're getting
Head
quiet.
out, Jack. There you go. Head pressure. He don't got it, Jack. Just relax. There you go. Hit him. Hit him in the face. There you go.
quiet.
Let's frame him off, Jack, and stick him. There you go. Watch that. Hey, keep
Right there.
your hips low. Keep your hips.
Right there. Right there.
Jack, get to your
Boom.
base, Jack.
Like that. Look. And then right there, he's
There you go. Fight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so scary.
Push him off. He don't want it. Use your hands. 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 Box, box,
And the
box.
pressure too, you know, because like
Yeah.
after, you know,
Push him off. Push
grappling
him
and
off.
being on the ground, you burn a lot of energy. So you get up, you gotta apply the pressure immediately. You can't let him off the hook.
There you go. Get your range. Get your range, Jack.
I don't think I could do it.
Hold him.
I'd be in the middle of a fight. Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah.
Not even fighting anymore.
And everyone does get coached differently. Everyone,
Yeah.
you know? Some people like to be more calm.
And you need to set your kicks up. No kicks. Use your hands. He's taking you down with the kicks.
But you're cool, you're right.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah, we're
energy.
good.
Like
You keep that
I've
frame.
always played
You
intense
keep that
sports.
frame.
Since I was a kid.
Don't
I've always had
crash.
intense
Let's
coaches.
use that frame. Establish
Coaches
the
yelling
range.
and everything,
Establish
so
the
I
jab
like
and
the
piece him.
passion. That's what it is.
Boxing. You piece him the up.
You got a big cage here. Jab, move, get him to commit, and you hit him as he walks in.
Slow down the pace. Don't crash. He needs to crash on you. He does not want to crash. He felt your power. You use your boxing. Don't throw naked kicks. Take him out. You slow it down. Your pace, Jack.
Control, stay in control.
Your pace, Jack. Let's go, Jack.
There you go. There you go.
It's
Yeah, immediately just let him go.
Push him off, Jack. Push him off. Get to the cage. There you go. There you go. Jack. Break off. There you go. Break off, Jack. Break off. Break off. There you go. Good sprawl, Jack. You good sprawl. There you go. Go. Let's go. There you go. Jack, you've been patient, Jack. Be patient. Be patient. Be patient. He don't like it. He don't like it. No naked kicks. Hands. Push him. Hands. You don't crash.
Like being a coach is probably really a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
You know?
Jack,
Right.
frame off. Push him
This was
on the
mine.
face. Push the face. Push the face. Under.
That's the beginning of the end.
There you go, Jack. Now you rest. Take your breath. Take your time. Get your composure. Get your heavy hips. Heavy hips. Put your heavy hips. Hips down, Jack.
Do you also get antsy when you're like watching a MMA fight and they're like grappling and I don't know what it is, but like I just can't wait for them to stand up again.
I mean, for me, my style, I like to be on the
There you
feet. I
go.
don't mind
There you go,
being
Jack.
on the
Now
ground.
relax. Don't
As long as I'm on
squeeze.
top
Just
of it,
relax.
punching in the
Like
face.
a snake.
Yeah.
Nice and slow. Like a snake. Nice and slow. Like a snake. Nice and slow. Now
It's
don't
MMA.
burn
You
out
know, you
your
gotta be
hands.
well-rounded. You're stepping in.
Just
and
relax, just relax, Jack. Just relax there. Now,
You want to be on his. No.
Jack,
You want to get on your right
there you
side.
go.
He like taps with his foot, his
Everything on your
hand,
right.
and he's like screaming.
Yeah. All right,
And the
now,
ref's like,
You
every
got to get to
tap.
the other side.
Jack, you can strike. You strike. If you have that, trap that leg. Trap it.
Are you tapping? Are you tapping? Stop!
And honestly, that's
That's a
one of the
team.
best feelings about fighting. Is like a big part of me. Like I like to visualize my fights, different scenarios that can possibly play out. And at the end of them, I always imagine looking over the corner, my corner getting hyped up.
Yeah.
Looking over at my people getting excited. Like just letting your people be proud of you. You know, the work was worth it. That's a very good rewarding
With that
feeling.
jujitsu,
Yeah.
dog.
That's one of the best
With
parts
that
for sure.
jujitsu. What's up?
No, that's a good team, though.
For sure.
Because, like, you could... I don't even know how to explain it, bro.
I mean,
like,
that's-
I just can't imagine, like, you getting just, like, a nasty finish, and then they're just like, okay, time to go home. And then they just leave.
Imagine if you went to fight and you're just you there, and like you had a great performance, but you have no one to talk to it about.
Yeah.
It's just okay. That's it. That's why you have a team. You have to have a good family. Because at the end of the day, you're going to war against another guy,
Yeah,
against
that's
another
a
team.
great team, man. How did the thing? I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Like you did that for like, not even for you.
Exactly.
Like-
exactly. Yeah, that's part of the why. It's like if you have a good team, you want to win for them.
Yeah.
That adds another factor. Like if you're just wanting to win for yourself, you can get to a point where maybe you want to quit or something. But if you think about your teammates or your family, whatever, it's like, no, I don't want to see that. I don't want them to look disappointed on their faces when they see
Right.
if I lose or something. So yeah, it adds another layer of motivation for sure.
Yeah, it's like getting injured and then someone's always asking you like, "Are you okay? Are
Yeah.
you good?" Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
just stop
No.
it. Like, yeah.
For sure.
So, not saying this happening, but I see you winning all the time. But like, I'm not gonna even put that in the air. Just scrap that whole part. I'm deleting this part. Editor. Yeah, that's me. But your next fight, how do you see that going?
I see it going. I see many different ways. It being a war, a 3-round war, where I get hit, he gets hit, but I hit him more. I see a clean sweep where I knock him out in the first round or the second round. Like I see all these possibilities happening.
Yeah.
But I see a finish happening more than likely a finish. Like with these small gloves, like it's just I don't see how it doesn't happen. Like I'm gonna hit something, something's gonna break, and he's gonna be like, wow, like this is not fun. I'm gonna start breaking his spirit.
Yeah.
Take it from there for sure. It depends how strong his spirit is, how bad he wants to win.
Right.
I don't think it's as bad as I want to win.
Who's your favorite? Well, not even UFC fighter. Who's just your favorite fighter?
Oh man, I like everyone. Like I like old school dudes like Bass Rutten or something. Like I like those old school dudes because they're fighting with like shoes on and like no gloves. Like,
Yeah.
that's like real fighting. Dudes back in the Pride days, stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's hardcore with stomps like Wanderlei Silva or something. But
Interesting.
Conor McGregor was the person. That's cliche. He's the guy who got me into it.
No worries.
Like around 2014, like I didn't start training. That's when I started watching the sport. Because my friend was like, "Yo, this Irish dude, he's really popular," and I have like my family's like Irish and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me look into this guy or whatever. So and he's doing his thing. And right at that time, he had just knocked out Jose Aldo in like 13 seconds, and that's what really propelled him into becoming a megastar.
Right.
And so that's why I really started paying attention just to fighting in general. But I didn't start getting into fighting until probably like I did karate for like a year when I was like 16, and then I really took fighting seriously when I was probably like 20. So it's been like 3 or 4 years of like really training.
Yeah. That's dope, man. And then damn, I had a question but I lost it. Would you do bare knuckle boxing or yeah.
Bare knuckle maybe like once just to say I did it, and it paid me a lot. I've sparred with some guys that are bare knuckle boxers, helped them get ready for fights, and so like it's definitely different. You have to be very, very tough. You have to be super, like, you're gonna get cut in bare knuckle.
Yes.
Like, unless you knock your opponent out quick, you're gonna get cut. And so if I were to do something like that, I would have to know I'm getting paid a lot. That'd be something in the future, maybe check it off the box, say I did it,
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to have a career in bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I could ever do it. My first damn, what am I trying to say? My first introduction to bare knuckle fighting was watching Jake Paul fight that forgot his name. This bare knuckle fighter.
Okay.
Really-
Oh, Perry?
Yeah, Mike Perry.
Mike Perry.
Yeah, that was like
He's
my
like the
introduction to
goat
that.
of
And
bare knuckle. You know, okay, that's the thing. You know, so he does MMA, but he was a good MMA fighter, but he was losing and things like that. And then in bare knuckle, he was beating people that probably would beat him in MMA.
Yeah.
But he was beating them in bare knuckle boxing. So it shows it's a different thing for sure.
it is most.
There's no
definitely.
kicks, obviously, and stuff. It's bare knuckles. So
So if not, like I know I asked this question earlier, but not, if not MMA, what sport would you play?
what sport? You know, I grew up playing football, baseball, basketball, soccer, mainly football and baseball. But I got to a point where kids are just way too big for me. Like I was playing linebacker, and I'm undersized for linebacker.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't run a 4.4, so like I'm not like blazing fast. So at that point, it was like, you know, is it worth taking all this damage? Like, because football is a contact sport, it's
Right.
hard. So like that's when I stopped playing sports. But those are my loves. Like I like watching those and stuff. But you know, sports like that, you have to be such a physical specimen.
Yes.
Fighting is an every man's sport. You know, they got the weight classes. They have so many weight classes. You can be anybody and be a fighter if you just really push for it. Which is why I really like fighting. Like anyone can do it. So
Yeah. Now that you explain it like that, I never really thought about it like that. How they have different classes, like anyone can do this sport.
exactly. To be like a football player or a basketball player, you have to be such an outlier of
Yeah.
a person. Like you have to be 7 foot tall, or you have to be extremely fast. All these things. With fighting, it's the intangible things. You still have to be athletic, but it's about reactions. It's about toughness and technique, and they even the playing field by fighting at a weight class. You know? So that's why it's impressive when people go up in weight classes or fight people bigger than them, because that's one of the hardest things to do, is to fight another trained professional that is also bigger. You know? Like someone like Manny Pacquiao is also one of my favorite fighters. So
Interesting.
always
So-
fighting people bigger.
Like Ryan Garcia, like how he has his left hook, or just in general, like say my volleyball, like my best attribute is my straight. What is your best attribute when it
Best
comes to
attribute?
fighting?
I
Or
would
like
say
what's your
probably my right hand. Probably my right hand.
Yeah.
From the videos you could see, like it's simple. You know, with the fight, like the MMA, I gotta keep it simple. The right hand's gonna land eventually. So all my weapons are sharp, but my right hand probably. Yes, sir. I think that's years from playing baseball too. Like I always could throw the ball pretty hard, and it's kind of the same motion. Like throw your whole body into it. At least the way I throw a punch.
Okay. So your favorite is a right. What's your go-to? Like you don't know what to do next. My go-to is I'm just gonna do
Jab them. Jab them. You know, keep it simple, right? Probably a jab. So like if someone's coming towards you, you use a jab. You're trying to get close to them, you use a jab. The jab sets up everything. It's just, you know, protecting yourself because there's counters off your jab. So being aware of that. So don't be like ignorant, like, oh, let me just throw 1,000 jabs with no consequences. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta do different feints, different things like that. So the jab, the right hand, simple.
Good
It's a
shit,
jab.
good shit. All right, so let's take it back just for a quick second.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your upcoming fight.
Yep.
What weight are you fighting at? Where are you fighting at? And where can these people buy tickets?
Absolutely. You know, the last fight was at 145. This one's at 155.
Ooh.
So my range is in 2 different divisions. My domain, you know, so they gotta watch out. The promotion's KFL. That was for the last fight too. They'll have a great show. You can drink alcohol and everything. It will be March 1st, 7 o'clock at Almeida Shriners in El Paso. You know, at 7 o'clock the event starts. I believe at 6 the doors will be open. Tickets are $45. Like, get them from the fighter, get them from me, because I benefit from that. You know, like as a fighter, I'm taking a risk. I'm fighting, but I'm trying to get, you know, money out of this. That's the point. Like I'm trying to build something out of this.
Oh, definitely.
And so whenever you wanted to go to a fight, always support the fighter. And you know, this is a great promotion, KFL. This is the 3rd one they've had, and I plan on being busy this year. So if they have more fights, I'll definitely be on their promotion for sure. So
That's nice. I'm definitely gonna have to come and watch this one. So yeah,
you can drink alcohol at this one. So
I'm down. I can't wait to see this one. So, and you said you're main event on
Yes,
this
sir.
one?
Yeah, and they got me on the main event.
Can't
so,
wait to see that.
Like they already know I'm bringing it. You know, this is my 2nd fight, and they're putting me in the main event, so that says everything. It has to.
Yeah,
say.
honestly.
And I really appreciate that. You know, like I appreciate the respect and everything, and I don't want to disappoint anyone. I'm gonna show out for sure.
Can't wait to see it, man. And I got curveball question for you, because that's the thing that I like to do on the show.
Let's do it.
Would you rather have the power to would you rather have the power to never gas out or the ability to dodge every punch?
That's a pretty... Probably the ability not to gas out. Marab is approved. He's like proved that works, and he can like break anyone. So, and he keeps getting hit, and he just doesn't gas out. So I feel like it's more important not to gas out. If you keep keep dodging punches, you could probably still gas out.
Okay.
You know, so the gas tank is the key for sure.
Yeah.
For breaking people and pressure, you gotta have a good gas tank for sure.
Okay, I respect it.
Good question. Thank you.
I got you. Well, honestly, that was the last question I have.
Appreciate it, man.
If I could get you to look directly into the camera and give some motivational words to anyone that may be watching.
Yeah, for sure. You know, if you want to get into fighting or anything like that, you know, just make sure your why is big enough. And if your why is big enough, then you'll go as far as you want to go. It's just about the reps you put in, you know? So, like, I'm just at the beginning right now, and I'm putting in a lot of work just to get here. And this is just the beginning, so it doesn't stop here. So, like, the work never stops. It's a never-ending process. So don't think you get to one point and you can lay off or something. You just keep going, you keep improving with everything you do, for sure.
Nice. All right, well, thank you so much for coming out to the show,
really
man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yo, come on for a third time.
Yes, sir.
I'll be better. I'll be better.
I'll be better too. Let's go.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, my name is Deshaun Johnson, but you can call me DJ, and this is Sun City SITREP. Go ahead and buy a ticket, couple tickets, 3 tickets, 4 tickets. Even if you're not going to use them, just buy them from Jack.
It's gonna be worth
buy
it.
them from all the fighters. And yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you.
A minute away from the Coliseum, we get into a car accident.
Get out of here.